Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jill, and before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say thank you for watching and supporting my content. If you like me, if you like my content, if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill, just press all of the happy buttons on the page, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I'm a little more zoomed in today, more natural, no makeup, because today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my very long journey with eczema on my face and acne as well. I have been dealing with eczema on my face for the last 4-ish years, and I've been dealing with acne pretty much my entire life. I did 2 rounds of Accutane, so my skin has really always been a struggle. I've always been dealing with some type of issue with my skin, and I'm just going to bring you guys through my history, where I am now, products I recommend or don't recommend, and then my overall journey and what I hope for the future. And hopefully my story can help you guys if you're dealing with some of the same issues, because it's been a really long process. It's been really discouraging and really upsetting. I feel like I take such great care of my skin, but then I have eczema patches that flare up. I have eczema pretty much all of the time. I have acne that flares up, so it's just really difficult to deal with all the time. And even though I feel like I'm doing everything I can, I go to the dermatologist, I use the right products, and sometimes it just seems like nothing helps. And today is one of those days where I just feel really discouraged and upset because my eczema has gotten really bad over the past couple days. And I'm just here to share that with you guys, that if you're dealing with something like I am, or maybe just a similar situation where you're trying everything and nothing is working, just know that you're not alone with that. And I'm going to bring you through my journey, and then I'll also keep you guys updated in the future about what's happening with my skin. So growing up, I always had acne starting around like age 13. I was on Accutane twice. The first time was in high school, and the second time was in my early 20s. So I definitely tried as hard as I could to get rid of that acne. I have tried every pill, every topical out there that's both prescription and not prescription. And the reason I've tried so many things is because a lot of acne medication makes me extremely nauseous. So I can't take it. I'll like throw up, I'll get headaches, I'll get nauseous, I can't drive, I can't work. And that's really why I went on Accutane to begin with, because I had tried every single option there was. I tried pills, topicals, things from the drugstore, and just nothing worked. So my doctor was like, all right, there's really nothing else for you to try at this point, so we're gonna have to try Accutane. And I did that 2 times. The second time, my acne wasn't even as bad as it was the first time. However, I did get really bad scarring, and I still do. Whenever I have a pimple, even if I don't touch it at all, I still get scars. So my dermatologist at that point was like, let's just put you on Accutane again because your skin is scarring really badly. And growing up, I did have eczema patches on my face and on my body, and I got hives all the time because I was allergic to things, but nothing ever on my face that lasted for more than a week. And if it did, I just moisturized it really well, didn't use the product that caused it, and then I was fine. I have never had long-lasting eczema on my face until about 4 years ago. And about 4 years ago, I just was feeling my face, and I noticed it felt really bumpy, and I didn't know what it was. And this led me to a long trail of seeing different doctors and dermatologists, and I've seen total 7 doctors over the past 4 years for the eczema on my face. Some people say it's acne, some people say it's eczema, some people don't know what it is. They'll say, oh, you must have lupus, or you must have rosacea, or whatever it is. I get all these different answers and all these different medications and topicals, and literally nothing has ever worked. And to be honest, I got really fed up, and I kind of just took everything into my own hands because none of the topicals were working, none of the oral antibiotics or oral medications were working. And the last doctor I saw gave me this topical, and I said, what if it doesn't work? And he said, after this, with everything you've tried, there's quite literally nothing left that you can do to get rid of this eczema on your face. And that was just super discouraging because I said, there has to be something else. I mean, I haven't tried everything. There's always another option. And he said, whatever other option is out there is going to be horrible for you. So I got really discouraged because of course the topical he gave me did not work. And then I've been stuck for the past year thinking, oh great, nothing's ever going to work. Nothing's ever going to get rid of this. I'm going to have this bumpy really scaly, red, itchy stuff on my face forever. And not only do I have eczema, I also have acne. So a lot of stuff that helps the eczema flares up acne. And a lot of stuff that helps the acne flares up the eczema. So it's just so difficult to get products that work on my face and actually get rid of the eczema. Where I stand now is, if I'm treating everything on my own, is that I pretty much have my acne under control, but my eczema is really bad. And I could have my eczema under control, but then my acne is really bad. And that's not uncommon for Accutane users, especially if you're a woman. About 10% of people after they use Accutane still get acne later on in life or after they've gone off of Accutane. It's not abnormal. Accutane is really more so going to heal that cystic acne, not like the everyday bumps and pimples and things like that. So yeah, it's really disappointing, but there's nothing really that I can do about it. So I was talking about that doctor that I went to who said that there's really no other options left, and even if there was, they would be horrible, and I might not want to go down that route. So after that, I did my own research, and basically what I did was I bought the CeraVe hydrocortisone for eczema, and I put that all over my face. And I was happy for a while because that worked. It worked, probably got rid of 80% of my eczema. I did not have any itching, and I was happy as a clam. I was like, finally, this is gonna work. You know, I'm getting married next year, so I really want to have flawless skin for that, and I was really excited. But then I did some research, and you should not be putting hydrocortisone or steroids on your face, especially not for a long period of time. And that was literally the only thing I could find that worked. And I found things that temporarily relieved my eczema and the itching, not anything that was sustainable long term. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor, and they're gonna put me on all these medications that aren't gonna work, and they're not gonna believe me that's eczema, and they're gonna say it's acne, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it doesn't matter, I have to go back, because if I keep using this hydrocortisone on my face, even though it's working now, in the long term, it's gonna be worse. That's basically why I'm sitting down today and talking to you guys, because I just got back from the second appointment with my new dermatologist, and I wanna update you on what's going on, and hopefully I can show you some of my journey and hope that it gets better from here. Again, I'm getting married in about a year, so I really hope my skin gets figured out by that time. But as far as not having eczema and not having acne, that's never gonna happen. Like, I'm always just gonna have those two issues. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to deal with that. So I'm honestly just like, all right, over this next year, I really, really hope some combination is sustainable and I find something that will work for me for both my acne and my eczema. And that's why it's really hard, because eczema is typically like very dry and you need to hydrate your skin. And then I hydrate my skin and I get acne. And I try to use products that have no fragrance, that are natural, things like CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, Cetaphil. I tried to look at the ingredient list, so I always just try to go for the cleanest skincare possible. I've also eliminated a lot of things from my life and done patch testing. I've had 4 years, obviously, to do lots of different tests to see if I could figure out what it was. So I stopped wearing makeup. It wasn't that. I stopped getting my hair dyed. Wasn't that. I tried different skincare. Wasn't any of my skincare products. I tried so many different things. I started changing my sheets more often. Wasn't that. I started sleeping with a towel on my pillowcase because I thought maybe the pillowcase was causing irritation on my face. Wasn't that. So basically, I've one by one taken everything out of my daily routine, whether it be food, skincare, clothing, laundry detergent. One by one, I've removed everything and then put it back in, and none of those things seem to be the cause. So I don't know what the cause is. It doesn't seem like it's an allergic cause, and it doesn't seem like it's a flare-up or anything, because if it was a flare-up, then it would get worse and then it would go down. It kind of just stays bad all the time. I have noticed, though, if I'm in the sun a lot, I get eczema very, very badly on my ears and on my arms. So that is a little bit easier to deal with because I can just put the hydrocortisone I was talking about on and it goes away, or it goes away like 90%, and then over time it'll fade. Of course, it can always flare back up, but that at least I can put the hydrocortisone on. I have a couple of brands that I like and I know that are gonna work, and a couple different lotions. But again, you shouldn't be putting hydrocortisone or anything like steroid on your face. So that's where I'm running into a little bit of an issue here. And if I only had to put that steroid on my face or the hydrocortisone on my face for like a week, every once in a while, that would be okay. But the problem is that I have to use it every single day for it to work and for my eczema to stay at bay. But let me catch you up on what's been happening recently. So I went to a dermatologist last week and I showed him my face and he said, yeah, you don't have eczema, you have acne. And I knew that he was gonna say that because I had been using the hydrocortisone, so my face looked really good, I just had acne. And he gave me something for the acne. It's called monocycline. I don't really know that much about it. I took it when I was younger and it made me really nauseous, so I've been trying it out. I've been taking it for like 5 days. It does make me nauseous, but not as much as it used to. So I'm gonna keep going with it and see if I can stand it, and then I have a follow-up again in like 4 weeks, so we'll see when the time comes. But anyways, he put me on that prescription and he said stop using the hydrocortisone immediately. And I did, and immediately my eczema flared up. And that also could be because I'm going through withdrawal right now with my skin. However, every time I stop using hydrocortisone, even if I just forget for a day or I don't want to put it on, whatever it may be, it always flares up immediately. So I went back this week, even though I wasn't supposed to have a follow-up with my dermatologist for another 5 weeks. And I said, I just wanted to show you, this is what's on my face. And I know this is not acne because it's really itchy, it's hot to the touch, it's really irritated. And he said, yeah, okay, that is eczema. You have eczema on your arms, you have eczema on your face, you have eczema on your ears. So yes, you have eczema and you have acne, and now I see why it's been so difficult for someone to treat you, because it's really hard to treat those two conditions together. So he gave me a topical. I'm going to be trying that out for a little while. I don't have it yet. I literally just went to the dermatologist a couple hours ago, so I don't physically have it yet, but once I know, I'll let you guys know what the prescription is, and I'll give you an update maybe in like 5 weeks after I see him again and tell you guys how it's going. But I just wanted to say, if you have a similar situation to me, whether it's acne, eczema, both, another skin condition, something else that doesn't even have to do with skincare, if you're having some type of issue that you've been trying to solve for, 4 or 5 plus years, and you just can't find anything and people aren't believing you and you don't know what to do, I feel you. I really, really do. I understand where you're coming from and I understand the frustration. And at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself and you have to do what makes you happy, and you have to be able to stick up for yourself and get what you want and what you need. And even though I've had to go to 7 different doctors, I've finally got to the point where I had no shame. I literally just went back to the doctor 5 days after I saw him originally, and I said, I know my skin and I know you're wrong. And he didn't have a problem with that. I didn't say it that bluntly. I just said, I'm back. I have the rash that I was talking about before. You said was acne. I'm sure I do have acne, but I'm also sure that I have some other things going on, so can you please take a look? And in the past, I would have been really, really embarrassed and hesitant to do this, because I would have been like, you know what, the doctor's right, they know more than me, I really shouldn't question their authority, and I really shouldn't, stick up for myself. And I'm proud to say that I did go back, I did stick up for myself, and I did say, listen, I need something and I need you to help me. And he seems like he's really going to help me. A lot of the doctors in the past either don't believe me that I have eczema, they told me I had horrible things like I need to go see if I have lupus or like thyroid cancer. And it's just been a really tough road, especially with the pandemic this past like year and a half, because I haven't been able to go to a dermatologist in person for a long time. And basically that meant that I had to Zoom people or video chat them. And over like the camera and video chat, you can even see like it doesn't look that bad. You can't really tell that I have that much going on. In person though, it looks really bad and it feels bad. Looking bad is one thing, like of course I don't want my skin to be scaly and gross, but more so than that is my skin feels so itchy and I can't even go to bed at night. Like I'm awake at night and I'm trying to fall asleep and I can't because my face is so uncomfortable, and it's spreading to other places too. Like it's on my ears, I've had it on my arms. So it's more than just my looks, which of course like eczema on anyone's face would make them feel less confident, I think. But aside from that, it's just been really, really difficult to get anyone over the past couple years to help me. And whether they mean to or not, I'm not making a knock against doctors, because I think doctors are amazing and I love doctors and I go to them all the time and I always will. It's just really hard to get someone to help you when they see your issue as superficial, but it's not. It really does impact the way I feel about myself, and just how my face feels in general. And as I was saying, in the past, I've had such a hard time sticking up for myself and saying, no, I really think I have this issue and I need you to help me. And I'm not a hypochondriac in any sense of the word. Like, I don't think I'm dying of everything. I absolutely do not overreact. If I feel something or a bump or whatever, I'm always like, okay, I'll go check it out, like during my checkup, or if it's really uncomfortable, I'll go see someone. But I wouldn't say I'm running to the doctor all the time, but I know what's wrong with my skin, and I know the way that things look, and I know that this was not acne. And yes, I do have some pimples, but I also do have eczema. And he's really the first doctor that I've ever seen for this condition that actually seems hopeful that he can help me. You know, only one other doctor has ever said, oh yeah, you have eczema, and that doctor was the one that said there's nothing else you can try, and that the only other thing you can do is going to be horrible and you'll never want to do it. Which he didn't even tell me what it was. He just automatically gave up on me because he was like, this is a superficial thing and who cares? I care, and I really want to get rid of this on my face. So again, this video is really just sharing my frustration at the process, about my long journey with skin problems from acne to eczema to who even knows what else is going on my face. I don't even know. But I just wanted to share my journey with you, let you know if you're dealing with something like this, you're not alone. And if you ever feel like you're not getting the help that you need, or if you feel like something's wrong with you and no one's gonna listen to you, don't be shy to go back to a doctor. Don't be shy to say, hey, I think that actually this might be going on, and I'm very in tune with my body, I'm very in tune with how my skin works, and I just think it needs a second look. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they don't have that support, even if your doctor or whoever you're seeing doesn't make you feel like you have that support. You have that support from me, and you have that support from yourself, and you need to be able to stick up for yourself. And if you really have that gut feeling that something's wrong with you, go get it checked out. You never know. You can have something completely different. You could have something that is spot on and you know. But either way, we should all have the confidence to be able to tell people and to tell our healthcare providers what's wrong with our body, and not be judged and not be expected to give up on curing that because it seems superficial. Overall, that is my skincare journey. It's been a really, really long 4 years. I am uncomfortable, my skin itches, my skin burns, and I am just tired of having bumps on my face all the time. I will let you guys know how this new combination of medications and topicals works out for me. I am completely not using the hydrocortisone anymore on my face. I'm still using it a little bit on my ears and on my arms because I am trying to get rid of some eczema flares right now. But if you guys want me to, I can also do a video on some of my Holy Grail eczema products, not for the face, but for the body. And then I will definitely do an updated video once things start working out or not working out with the new medications and topicals I was given. My next appointment is in 5 weeks, so hopefully I can do another update then. Probably between then and now, I will do an eczema body treatment haul, so I'll show you all of the products that I like to use that help me, and especially help get rid of the itchiness and the burning, and hopefully that can help some of you guys. And if not, I just hope that whatever you come across in life, you have the confidence to really stick up for yourself and stick to your guns and really be confident to say, I know my body and I know something is wrong. And other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. This was a little bit more of like a somber video and not as fun as usual, but I am going through it with my face right now, and I just wanted to let everyone know and tell you guys where I'm at and maybe why I won't be wearing makeup and testing out as many products. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment below, subscribe, click all of the happy buttons on the page, and I will see you guys in my next video.